Saturday Night Slam Masters coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, part of the Crash Carnival, a world tour for CWA. And here are two of Japan's favorites, Rainbow Mika and IJWPW World Champion Yamato Nadeshiko. She won the title earlier on the Crash Carnival, but tonight it's going to be a showcase of the Joshi Bombers. Title will not be on the line. These are just the first two of many, and of course the first match of many, as we welcome some of the greatest stars in the world right here. We know tonight Boris will test his new style. He will be able to apply his new training in a match against Alex. And well, tonight's main event, it's going to be a blockbuster. Mysterious Budo faces the Wraith once again. But we're kicking things off here. 6 Joshi competition, 3-on-3. We got our first team, Maple Storm, coming in here. We saw her fighting fiercely back at the start of this thing, the Crash Carnival, when we went to Canada. And now here comes the former champion, BWA's Black Widow. Of course, we can't ignore there was an event held by BWA over the weekend last week. Black Widow was part of it. Gonna be interesting to see what shakes down here. Here comes another one of Japan's favorites, Sunrise Nishisemba. Wow, this is going to be an interesting contest. These two teams, some of the best of the best. And well, one of the newcomers here on the Crash Carnival. Look at that. Wearing that golden helmet. That Gladiator's helmet, Marissa Rossetti. She has been making a major impact over the course of this Crash Carnival, really presenting herself as one of the major threats to the Joshi division right now. But she is going to have to coexist with her teammates, Black Widow, Sunrise Nishisemba. What a team! Talk about a team of heavyweights. The champ is going to have her work cut out for her here. Rainbow Mika and Black Widow to start things off. What a battle this is going to be. There's the bell. Black Widow taking control to start this match off. She's got Rainbow Mika up there. Oh, the slam from the middle rope. Maple Storm coming to her rescue, but Sunrise Nishisemba is there. These two have got a bit of history. There's the springboard in the background of Black Widow. I think she hit some kind of elbow drop. Maple Storm, though, going after Sunrise Nishisemba. Chaotic scenes here in Japan. She got Nishisemba up over her head. Oh, the power of Maple Storm. And now Black Widow's going after the champion. We got chaos here. Oh, come on, ref. Well, the ref trying to get some order here, holding Rainbow Mika back. Didn't do a damn bit of good. Black Widow spilling to the outside. Now Rainbow Mika's going after Nishisemba. Maple Storm heading back to her corner. Mika takes down Black Widow. These guys have certainly had their battles in the past. Nice clothesline there, putting Black Widow on the mat. Looks like Nishisemba a little bit stunned, able to leave the ring now as Rainbow Mika tags in Maple Storm. Oh my! Black Widow looking for a version of the Flying Peach there, but Maple Storm had it scouted, able to avoid it. Couldn't avoid the swinging neckbreaker though. There's the cover. Leg is hooked. Maple Storm tenacious, able to kick out at merely one. Maple Storm lacks a little bit of experience, a little bit of technique, but she is such a firecracker. She comes out hard and fast, bringing that ethic from the gridiron of the Canadian Football League. And she is really using her strength now to take the fight to Black Widow. Shoots her off the ropes. Unable to get anything there. A little bit unrefined in that one. And look at this. That version of the octopus stretch. Maybe a Black Widow submission technique. But Rainbow Mika able to break it up. Suffering for it, though. And look at this. Black Widow. Poison running through her veins. She's going right after Rainbow Mika. You know, if Nadeshko, oh, look at that. Gets the knee up. Saw Black Widow coming. If Nadeshko wasn't the champ, I might have thought that Rainbow Mika would be really one of the favorites here to advance to the championship. Of course, Black Widow's going to want a rematch probably. Not happy with her defeat in her hometown of Germany on this Crash Carnival. Nadeshko really put on an impressive performance there to claim the IJWPW World Championship. Nice clothesline by Sunrise Nishisemba, revisiting this rivalry with Maple Storm. Oh no, there's the cover. Now this is elimination rules. It will continue as a 2-on-3. There's the Flying Peach though. Hits Sunrise Nishisemba right in the face. Oh, we're back to evens. 2-on-2, and now Rainbow Mika in there with Marissa Rossetti. Slamming her skull right against the turnbuckle. Rainbow Mika caught between Black Widow as well. Referee needs to keep his eyes on this thing. He's not going to want to get involved. There's a nice reverse inverted DDT. And here comes the champ. Marissa Rossetti's first chance to go up against championship caliber competition. Oh, look at that! That suplex! The Black Widow's there. I think maybe Marissa was able to kick out of her own accord. Oh, look at this. The bodies are flying. Maple Storm's still limping out of here. She's been eliminated. She's got to head back to the showers. There goes Sunrise Nishisemba right behind her. A little worse for wear. Oh, look at that! Suicide dive through the middle rope! We gotta go to an ad. Stick around.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
The action resumes right here with Yelena Nadeshko hitting that trap brainbuster to Black Widow. They've been fighting throughout this ad. Marissa Rossetti there to break the cover. The champ a little bit frustrated here. Of course, Rainbow Mika went out during that break. Marissa Rossetti unleashing unholy blows, strikes to Rainbow Mika, just absolutely woman handling her. Got the cover. The champ is now alone, but she is fighting fierce. You can be sure of that. She's not going to back down from this thing. Not going to be intimidated, I don't think, by the 2-on-1 situation as long as the tags are still there. She's picking up Black Widow now. Double leg. Trying to turn her over. She's got those long legs. There's the Boston Crab locked in. This could be bad news for Black Widow. Rossetti throwing those punches. I don't know. She's not sure if she wants to get involved. Nadeshko unmoving, just absolutely unfazed by those love taps. And now, well, wait a second. Well, Rossetti trying to get involved there. Looked like Black Widow just maybe clipped. I don't know if that was deliberate. Did she try to shrug Rossetti off, or is that dissension that I'm seeing, or maybe just Black Widow remaining focused? She goes to the top rope now. No, thinks better of it. The champ goes down. Modified arm bar. That arm wrench really torquing the shoulder of the champ. Black Widow rolls her over. Looking for a cover here. Oh my. Oh my. Well, Black Widow gets the cover on the champ. I don't know how Marissa Rossetti's going to feel about that one. What a battle. It was fast. It was furious. All 6 competitors heavily involved in this thing. But in the end, it is Black Widow and Marissa Rossetti who stand tall. Unbelievable. What a combination. What a start to the Crash Carnival here in Japan. And how do you separate them? Who is next in line for the championship? Is it Black Widow getting that rematch, or is perhaps Marissa Rossetti starting to emerge here as a viable challenger? Well, Boris stepped away from the action some weeks ago. He wants to retrain his style to be able to take down Boris Gagarin, his former teammate in the United and Mighty. And he's been hard at work, doing the grueling work with Uo and Sal, helping him in his training regimen to try to change his style, to develop his style. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Boris's first opponent is going to be this guy, making his way out here with Hugo Amore and Poison, part of the huge wrestling army. Here's Alex, and I am told that Boris has traveled to Japan alone. He has opted not to bring Uo and Sal with him. I gotta question that decision. I think perhaps it would have been to his benefit to have those guys in his corner, both in terms of a moral support of advice, but also just making sure that the Huge Wrestling Army don't get involved here. Is Alex the newest recruit into the Huge Wrestling Army? He's been with them for some time now. Special exhibition bout treat here for the Japanese fans. And here he comes. Now fighting under his full name, Boris Severinov. Really distinguishing himself from Boris Gagarin, I suppose. It's going to help in that regard. Gee, look at the focus. Look at the determination of Boris Severinov. He has always been a fairly stoic guy, a pretty straightforward, no-nonsense member of United and Mighty, perhaps the least nonsense of those guys. It's going to be so interesting to see what this new approach is going to be from him. How much has he changed? Is he still the same powerhouse? He looks to be in great shape to me. I don't think he's lost a lot of pounds or anything like that. He's not going down a weight class. He's just rethinking his offensive approach. And Alex is going to be the real test here. Alex, a guy who has fought in the Valtude Super Fights. Look at this. Boris going straight to work. Nice headlock takedown. And cranking that hold. I mean, that's a little bit different for Boris. We don't usually think of him in those kinds of terms, those technical terms. There's a DDT, the float over DDT. Planning Boris into the mat. There's another DDT. Alex has come here with a real mission to pick up a win. Clearly highly motivated. Wait a second. Oh, the Spine Buster. Now that strikes me as a little bit of classic Boris. That high elevation, an Alabama slam for some. We call it a slingshot Spine Buster, but there's another DDT. Once again, Alex targeting the head. And now sending Boris spilling to the outside with that driving knee. I don't think Boris was counting on a street fight here. They go back to the ring. No harm, no foul. Scoops Alex up. Walking him to his own corner. Drops him snake eyes over the turnbuckle. Poison and Hugo both watching on in perhaps disbelief. And look at this. Well, there's the power that is such a feature of Boris Severinov. Got that bear hug applied. We're used to seeing this kind of thing. Alex able to fight his way out of it. It goes right back for another DDT. Boris is going to have his bell rung. Oh, the German suplex. What a battle. These two pretty well evenly matched. Oh, look at that. Nice hammer throw. Hooks the leg. Looking for a cover here, could it? No. Hasn't done enough work yet. And we're back in no man's land. Awfully close to Hugo Enright. There's another hammer throw takedown, but we're going to have to go to an ad. Stick around for the result on the other side. Well, the pace still going fast and furious here as Boris pulls one out of his old playbook. There's the German suplex in the clothesline. We call it the hammer and sickle. He's got the leg hooked. This could be it. No. What is Poison doing? The Poison tampering with that turnbuckle pad. Referee wants to keep an eye on that one. And look at Boris. His own blood smeared over his face. He has taken a lot of knocks to that head. Those DDTs, and wait a second. Looking for a sleeper. No! He's got that rear naked choke locked in. You can see the body scissors really cinching around the torso and the windpipe of Alex. Trying to make him go to sleep, ostensibly. You know, this is definitely a different Boris. A little bit more methodical, a little bit more technical in his approach, but he's still maintaining some of the old favorites, marrying it to that powerhouse style as Alex slams him from behind in his forehead right into the mat, and he has taken a lot of punishment. He's lucky to still have clear vision and not be obscured by the blood. Look at these headbutts going after that cut on the head. Clearly, Alex knows exactly what he's doing here. And this crowd really appreciative of the technical and the battle of wills that we're seeing here tonight. I'm impressed. Looking for a kick. I think Boris was able to avoid a lot of it. Driving knees to the midsection. Alex hits the clothesline. There's another clothesline. Catches him. There's the leg sweep. Boris went down real hard on that one. Leg is hooked. Wow. I think the damage was already done. The barrage of DDTs in particular really taking it to Boris, but that's a disappointing result. Yes, but I think Boris Severinov, he's going to learn from this. This match is really an exhibition. It is part of his training. That's how you got to look at it. I think he's going to take a lot away from this contest. It was a tremendous struggle, a battle of wills. Alex was really focused on just continuing to target that head once it was busted open. Well, look at this. Boris extending his hand. Yeah, look, I think he's going to take a lot from this result. Great to see these guys on the same page, shaking hands here in Japan in the spirit of competition. You'll love to see it. And the spirit of competition is going to be live at International Blowout. We can officially announce Valtoon Superfight Gerald Golby has signed the match with Alex. Don Savage putting that one together. And we will officially see Boris Severinov retrained, new style, taking on Boris Gagarin. Will it be enough to win the Battle of the Boris? Of course, we've already got that steel lockout match. Lucky Colt going for revenge against the Wraith. And the World Championship. Darren Meister, the Summer Carnival Championship winner, here to face the undefeatable World Champion Victor Ortega. That is going to be a blockbuster main event. Can't wait for that, but we got a few weeks to go, and we still got a couple more matches here tonight. Raiden coming out here. This is going to be a really interesting one because Raiden has been amassing multiple rivals, competitors on different fronts. He has really inserted himself into a war of styles almost. Entered the King of Lucha Libre Battle Royal back at our Saturday Night Slam Masters anniversary special. He was the one man out, the odd man out, trying to pull a fast one over the Luchadors. While out of that match, he has also developed an intense rivalry with the Masked Sumo. And of course, we know that Raiden has had a bit of sumo training in his past. He has spent time right here in Japan. Oh, look at that. He has been here in Japan. This big Aussie. And this is going to be an interesting exhibition bout. And here they come. I think perhaps Raiden has taken something away from his match against Thunderbones back in Australia, I think last week. You know, the Heck got involved. It became a 2-on-1 situation. Well, Raiden, he doesn't want that to happen again. He doesn't want any sneak attacks. So tonight it's going to be a 2-on-1 match from the outset. Tag team rules for the Sumo Hitmen. Ninja Sumo will only be able to get involved if he tags in to Masked Sumo. It is still going to be a hell of an ass, though. Look at these guys. Two big sumo brawlers. It's going to be a tough one for Raiden to really stay in control of. That's the man he's got the real issue with, Masked Sumo, a former member of Los Dragones Eternos. He's kind of at odds with them as well, though. I don't think we're going to see the Heck. I don't think we're going to see Thunderbones getting involved here. Raiden seems to be in good spirits, though. Feels comfortable that he's got both men in his sights. And oh my, look at that! Charging right out of the gate with a lariat. Hooks the leg. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Ninja Sumo can't believe it. In record time, Raiden, as soon as that bell rang, he came charging out there with that Raiden bomber, that version of the lariat, and he just took Masked Sumo's head off. And then wait a second. Well, there's the power bomb on Ninja Sumo. And then wait a Sailor Inoki. What the? There goes Ninja Sumo. Inoki's not dressed for a fight here. Oh my. That's because Inoki's not going to do the fighting. You want a contest of sumo? Well, Raiden, you just got it, buddy. One of the greatest sumo wrestlers in the world. A legend in his field. Here comes Edmund Honda. I can't believe this. Edmund Honda stepping into a CWA arena. Only on the Crash Carnival could this happen. What is going to happen here? Highly combustible situation right here. With what Raiden has been doing to take on these styles, well, he's extending his hand. Oh, look at that! Honda just hitting himself in the...
Witness the abyss before you.
I could be at my favorite salon right now.
Time to meet your maker.
Now's not the time for jokes.
3-minute time limits every Sunday. A bonus match from the Capcom Wrestling Association. This is CWA Super Crash. It's a Sprint Cup Championship. Only the best will survive. Who should challenge next? You could decide in the comments. Like, subscribe, and check out the Capcom Wrestling Association only in the Hellhole.
You are now entering the Hellhole.
And the CWA Super Crash tournament has reached its apex. It's going to be Max against Roy Wilson tomorrow night for that inaugural Super Crash Championship. That is going to be tremendous. We can also announce next week on the Crash Carnival in Los Angeles, America, it's going to be Tizok taking on the Heck. A battle of Lucha Libre stars. Of course, the Heck says he's much bigger than Lucha Libre. We all know that. I don't know that they come much bigger than this. The Wraith filling this Tokyo arena with a dark aura. Now, over the weekend, Mysterious Budo traveled back to Metro City, back to the BWA arena to face the Wraith in an event that really had very little to do with CWA. We've been able to show you some footage courtesy of BWA. I don't necessarily agree with that. What I do know is that Mysterious Budo was able to get the win against the Wraith, against all odds. I mean, I would have thought that BWA in control of an arena, in control of an event, I mean, we remember what happened when they took over Hanger Stadium. It was not playing by the rules that you and I know. Somehow Mysterious Budo was able to... Whoa, hey, wait. I'm sorry, this is just so unsettling. I'm doing my best, but this guy gives me the creeps. Oh, no. No! I hate that part! A supernatural being. The Wraith is not human. He is something other. But then there is this man, a guy who is not exactly human himself. The pale-faced devil. The demon of sobriety, the great Oni, whatever you call him. He is mysterious. He is Mysterious Budo. Oh, look at that! And he is here through Hellfire to face the Wraith. We look back on Mysterious Budo's journey throughout the BWA invasion, questions about his allegiances, all of this. He was elusive for some time. His motivations are not always clear, but I think we know exactly where he's coming from right now. Because his battles with the Wraith have really accelerated ever since King Rasta Gomez and the Wraith went head-to-head at the Summer Carnival Championship. King Rasta Gomez went to the hospital. The Wraith was still standing. Rasta Gomez was the winner of that match. It was a steel cage match. We saw Rasta Gomez fly from the top of that cage, sustaining injuries in his pursuit of just keeping the Wraith down. Well, Mysterious Budo now fights for Rasta Gomez. He fights against the darkness of the Wraith. This is going to be very interesting. Mysterious Budo with the home ground advantage, but the Wraith coming out strong. What the? Oh, no! I can't believe that. That vicious slam. And now what is the Wraith doing? He's twisting Budo up like a pretzel. And Mysterious Budo enduring, suffering that Lucifer drop immediately as the match started. And oh no, wait a second! The Wraith gets him up! There's another Lucifer drop, damn it! The Wraith clearly wants to settle the score here. Standing up on that turnbuckle. Comes down with a diving shoulder. Like a human missile, the Wraith just putting Mysterious Budo down on the mat. Mysterious Budo will endure, but he is... Oh, no. What is the Wraith doing? Vicious headbutts! Striking the head of Mysterious Budo both outside and within with the mind games, slithering like a serpent over Mysterious Budo. Budo won't be intimidated by these tactics, but who knows what kind of strength the Wraith is able to draw from them. And I guess we got to be on the lookout for the cult of the Wraith. They could be lurking anywhere in this building. Something strange has been going on with El Fuerte. He has been corrupted by the Wraith. But something happened when we were in India. In the Wraith's home nation of India, where maybe some breakthrough was reached. Maybe the Wraith's power over El Fuerte has at least subsided. But oh no, look at that. Tossing Mysterious Budo like nothing. He is as powerful as ever. Last year, the Crash Carnival, Mysterious Budo was able to overcome the giant Hugo Andere. He was in Alex's corner tonight. Hugo Andere has even struggled with the Wraith in the past. And now the Wraith, well, the Wraith is, I don't even know what he's doing. Mysterious Budo struggling under the claw of the Wraith. But Budo, so tenacious, fighting back against it. And oh, look at that, looking for the flying clothesline. I don't think he got it. The Wraith blocks that inverted drop kick. There you go, Hurricane Rana takedown. The Wraith seemingly having answers for everything the Mysterious Budo is bringing, but seems like Budo is still in this thing. There's the arm wrench. Walking him to the corner. Top rope. Arm drag. And there's a clothesline. And another. Mysterious Budo starting to rally here. We saw Alex do this earlier in the night. It secured him the win. Could Mysterious Budo find his way back into this match now? Seppu Kyak! He got it with a Seppu Kyak! That's all she wrote. All he's got to do is get the Wraith into the center of the ring. Nobody gets up from that Seppu Kyak. Well, wait. Well, he doesn't want to cover him. He wants to choke him out. He's got him in that Dragon Sleeper. Twisting the Wraith backwards, bending his backpack, working on the neck, but the Wraith had the strength to fight out of it. Unbelievable. See his back body drop. High elevation on that one. And oh no! The Wraith taking him down with that chokehold, that claw. Oh no. I think Budo is passed out. He's writhing now. What is the Wraith saying to him? These guys seem to come here with a real mind to destroy one or the other. But alas, here in Japan, with the curse of the Crash Carnival has seemingly come to bear because Mysterious Budo has had the better of the Wraith, but here tonight, here in Japan, his home nation, is the Wraith who stands tall. Oh, come on. Budo doesn't look good. Budo does not look good. He'll be with us next week in Los Angeles.
You are now entering the hellhole.